socialism and liberation.
Woo!
Real quick, want to give a party for revolutionary action. Black Lives Matter 5280. We are here today now in the fourth month of anti-racist uprising since George Floyd was brutally murdered by the police of Minneapolis. Now we stand in full solidarity with Minneapolis and with George Floyd's loved ones. But we aren't out here simply because of the racism and police violence plaguing other cities. This is an issue deeply felt by our own communities.
All lives matter.
By Denver and Aurora and all of Colorado.
All lives matter.
All right, man.
All lives matter.
This is an issue facing all of America.
All lives matter, not just black.
So
not
even
just
4 months in,
not nobody.
demonstrations continue with no sign of stopping.
We all
demanding justice for
if
all
we all
victims
can't come
of
together,
racist police
then we
terror
can't make
and an
it.
end on the
We all have
racism
to
more
come
broadly,
together
which
as
is crushing
one.
our community.
As one community.
Okay, I feel it here.
And we have
No,
seen
you know
that the
what?
police
Yeah.
in their racist bathrooms
Let me help
and
her.
are united in their
It's home
determination
with her.
to put down the powerful nationwide movement that is sending shudders through the entire racist system. We felt that here at home when on Saturday, July 25th, our protests demanding justice for Elijah McClain, who was murdered in August 2019 by Aurora Police, was violently attacked by 2 white supremacists. We had taken over the highway when a Jeep broke through the barricade of cars, shielding the crowd to hit the protesters. Fortunately, a hero named Sebastian Sassi was in the truck following the He swerved to intercept the Jeep, slowing it enough to give protesters literal moments to clear the road. The Jeep sped through the scrambling crowd at top speed and exited the highway, where it pulled up behind an Aurora Police car and was given assistance. The 2 white men from the Jeep were not arrested, and when their severely damaged car was towed, they were given a ride in a police car without handcuffs. Aurora Police confirmed that they made no arrests. The attack was nothing less than white supremacist terrorism intended to halt the advance of the anti-racist struggle. But just as white supremacy resisted the advance towards equality following the fall of slavery and in the civil rights era, it still does today.
Okay.
It is critical that in these moments we stand together as a community and demonstrate our commitment to carrying forward the struggle against racism. That is what we are here to do today.
Empress, can I ask you a question, Empress? Can I ask you a question, Empress?
This ain't time for that, brother. You looking for attention? It's not about you, my brother. We doing this for you. Get out of here. You're disrupting us. You're disrupting us. Get your ass out of here. You're looking for attention. Listen to the brother, man. You tripping. We are trying to fight for our people. It's not about you. It's about all of us.
Black lives they matter,
You're
yeah.
Black lives they matter, 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 yeah.
Black lives they
Elijah McClain, William DeVos, Alexis Perez, Jesse Cedillo, Javon Bailey, Paul Childs, Dion Damon, Michael Marshall, Jason Gomez, Jesse Hernandez, David Baker, Marvin Booker, Paul Castaway, Ryan Ronquillo, Joseph Valverde, Alicia Valencia Lopez, Silas Carter Van Jeffrey Melvin Jr., and James Albert Young Jr. We need the killers locked up and DPD and APD off of our streets.
That's right!
I want to welcome up our first speaker, Joel with the Party of Socialism and Liberation.
Thank you, comrade.
First and foremost, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
If you are not here for Black lives and the lives of people who have been victimized by the police that are here today, you are not in the right place. So what I have to say has to be read. I want to first acknowledge that we are on stolen, unceded, and occupied indigenous territory.
Yes.
And no inch of this territory should be legitimized until it is returned to its original inhabitants, no matter how many claims the upholders of this settler colonial project make to it. Red salute to the Arapaho, Shoshone, Ute, Cheyenne, and Sioux people, who, despite the best efforts of the colonial invaders, are still here in our midst and are still fighting for their lands and dignity to this day. We are out here today 5 weeks since our protest was attacked by fascists in Aurora. The police, of course, talked to the Jeep driver. They helped him. They let him walk free. In these 5 weeks, close to 60 people have been killed or shot by police. And several anti-racist protesters have been shot by white supremacist vigilantes. Red salute to the people who were affected and who witnessed the events of that day, who, despite the efforts of the white terrorists, are here today to be in solidarity with my Black family. So y'all been watching the news.
Yeah.
We are staring into the reality of what it means to fight racism in this viciously racist country. This mass movement has left no town, no city unaffected and is sending shockwaves through the system. And the system knows that it cannot stand if the people truly demand an end to racism. Racism is too fundamental to this system for racism itself to be removed. And those who are most invested in this system, who are the comfortable white men whose identity is inextricably tied to white supremacy, they are shaken to the core too. And so because of that, this system is lashing out. And it won't stop as long as we carry forward this struggle. The white supremacist empire in 2020 is like a tiger backed up into a corner. The U.S. settler colonial project is rapidly losing its edge, its prestige, and its hold on the world's people. Because of this, terror is its only recourse. It seeks to use terror to reassert itself. As this struggle becomes more acute, the state will farm out more terroristic tactics to white vigilantes. And that's just the reality of the situation. We must be clear on this. We cannot be deterred by this reality. We do have the power to defeat them. Think about how much greater our side is. All the people who are suffering under this racist, crushing, brutal system with ever-decreasing opportunities and ever-deepening crises. Our side has suffered brutality for centuries, and their side has been given every single handout and opportunity. Our side has the great capacity to suffer. Their side has little capacity to suffer.
Yeah.
Our side is so much greater than theirs, but only if we are fighting together in harmony.
That's right. That's right.
If only we can build a movement that brings together all of these people with the shared interest in ending the suffering once and for all. But this task requires work, painstaking work, between the protests, between the rallies. And all the people here who have some modicum of political consciousness, to include in your definition of militancy how seen and how trusted you are within community. I need you to redefine militancy to also include how much aid and service you render to your neighbors and people in community. I need you to redefine militancy to how much you are advancing localized struggles in your immediate vicinity. Our strategic objective in this current moment as a movement needs to be the combining, the symbiosis of those who want revolution in this country within our lifetime and community. And every action, every tactic has to supplement this strategic necessity. We must stay in these streets as long as possible in order to draw in vast amounts of people, deeper layers of people. Otherwise, the enemy will try to gain advantage by isolating revolutionaries, and we cannot grant them that luxury. Do you all hear me? And that's part of what we're out here to do today. Connecting not just all of us ever more strongly together, but bringing our message of unity and determination through Denver and Aurora. Marching down Colfax, an area whose heart is the working class. It's our people. When we see people in their homes, their cars, their sidewalks, let's show them our unity, our power, our determination. We don't condemn them for not being in the march, but greet them as the people who we are marching for. I want to acknowledge that we are standing here now at the MLK Library in Aurora, and we will be ending at the MLK Memorial in Denver. We are connecting with MLK not as the Disney-fied caricature our capitalist enemies have painted it to be. Martin Luther King rolls in his grave every year. The FBI tweets happy birthday to MLK like they weren't trying to get him to kill himself every year during the civil rights movement. If MLK were alive today, he'd do what Jesus did in that temple and bring the bullwhip out on these politicians who care more about broken windows than they care more about black lives. MLK would slap the block out of Mayor Hancock. We connect with and honor MLK as a fighter in a movement long past that succeeded in ending a certain other institutional manifestation of racism known as the old Jim Crow. The evils he fought of racism, militarism, and poverty are clearly alive and well today. And we are connecting with Dr. King because we want to draw a contrast, or not because we want to draw a contrast between so-called good protesters and bad, destructive protesters. Every revolutionary movement necessarily has both elements of creation and destruction. They inform each other. The creation of a new egalitarian system that prioritizes the needs of the people over the profits of a privileged few will necessarily mean the destruction of the old system. We contrast racists and anti-racists. We contrast oppressors and those who are oppressed. We contrast the exploiters and the exploited. That is the contrast that matters. So in recognizing that, we are carrying forward the same struggle of freedom fighters like MLK, like Brother Malcolm X, like Sister Comrade Assata Shakur, like Comrade Fred Hampton, like Comrade George Jackson, and the slaves who rose up against their masters like Harriet Tubman, like Nat Turner, and Denmark Vesey, and Jean-Jacques Dessalines. We acknowledge the centuries of struggle against the system of slavery, racism, theft, genocide, discrimination, and exploitation. This fight is not over, and it will not be over until we end the system of white supremacist, settler, colonial, imperialist capitalism once and for all. We are so grateful today to be joined by members of our community who have experienced the horrific brutality of the system more intimately than any of us ever hope to know. We have here mothers, wives, fathers, brothers, uncles, grandparents who have had their loved ones stolen from them from the police. They have not seen justice. This system does not deliver justice. Hearing what they've been through and knowing the horrible but inescapable truth that there would be more names reminds us that we have no choice but to continue this fight. We have to fight so that there are consequences for murdering our people in the streets. But what's more, we have to fight and we have to build our power so that one day our side, the side of the people, is so strong that we cannot just fight back against this system, but actually end it and build a new system. A system in which black people and all people are not hunted by police, where black people and all people are not locked up by the millions, where black children and all children have quality homes and schools and food and water and medical care. One more point. It is not enough to fight just for the sake of fighting. We must fight to win. We must fight to take power. This is one of the reasons we are marching today, because we want to show that we reject the suffering of our community under this racist system. And we express our unwavering intent to fight for a better future, for revolution in this country. It's a long march. I know this. We're here for it. It symbolizes our readiness to go the distance in this struggle. So thank you all for being here. The struggle continues until we are victorious. When I say power to the people, I want to hear it. Power to the people.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
All right, some of y'all haven't been doing your homework. I say power to the people, you say all power to the people.
That's right.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. Make some noise for yourself.
Hey, let's give a hand one more time for my comrade Joel. Up next, we have Yvette Mendez, the sister of Alexis Mendez Perez. Let's give her a hand, y'all.
Justice for Alexis.
So unfortunately, sad to say that we are here hoping to spread the voice for my little brother who was only 16. It's been really recent since he left us. Unfortunately, it happened April the 23rd. He was shot in the back by a correctional officer, and unfortunately, he is out free with no charges. So we are wanting to get justice to put him back in jail or get something done.
Yeah.
Because to be honestly, it's not fair that we are struggling with pain while he is out, and we just need justice for that. And unfortunately, my little brother's no longer here, so our family is hoping for all of you guys to help us be his voice and get justice for him. Like I said, he was only 16 years old, and he got shot in the back, and he is out there, and he's getting no charges, so hoping that you guys can help us get justice. Thank you.
All right, next we have Danny of the Devon Bailey. Danny from the family of Devon Bailey, who's murdered by the Colorado Springs police just last year.
Yeah.
I appreciate all y'all coming out today. My nephew, Devon Bailey, was killed August 3rd of last year. And since then, nothing has been the same. He was everything to us. And for that officer, Van Laden, to come and just take everything from us that day without us being able to do anything that hurt the most. Yeah. He was loving, caring, willing to do anything for anybody if you ask him. I just want to say, we need justice. We need justice. He's still at home, putting his kids to bed. And Devon can't do that for his daughter. He had goals. Every time I attend something like this, it brings it back up. We're so hurt, looking for a response, not just put us down and say, oh, that's okay, you got this, you got that. Come on. No reason he was the judge, the jury, and the executor that day.
Right.
No reason. And for us, I ask for your prayers. And for those sitting behind those desks, pushing paper to tell lies, you go and ask yourself tonight and say, what kind of conversations do I have with myself? What kind of conversations do I have with my kids? Do you talk to your kids and say, watch out for the police before you go to the park? I got to tell my son every day, is your phone charged? Can you get me easily? Watch out for those who protect you. I want y'all to do something for me, because I love it. I want you to say his name. Devon Bailey.
Devon Bailey!
Devon Bailey.
Devon Bailey!
Devon Bailey.
Devon Bailey!
Just the sound of that, I appreciate all the support. The family appreciates you guys. Justice for Devon.
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys all for coming out today. It really means a lot. I just want to personally say that, all lives cannot matter until Black lives matter.
That's right.
Lives matter. And, we really appreciate to all the families out here. I'm deeply sorry to you as well. I understand what you're going through. And we have to fight as a unit, as unity. I see a lot of different shades of color out here. And that's what is important for us to all succeed and to make sure that this doesn't happen again to any other family. That's why we're out here. It's not going to happen again. And y'all been out here, and I appreciate that so much from the bottom of my heart.
Next up, we have Vicky Trujillo, the wife of Jason Gomez, murdered by the Denver police.
I want to thank you all for coming. My name is Vicky. Those that haven't seen me before, I put a couple names down that mean dearly to me. Police brutality happened in my family way before I was here. This is my father, Larry Trujillo. 1977, District 1 beat my father. If he wouldn't have made it past that, I wouldn't be here. I walk the streets and the pavements, and I say my father's name every time. Those that know me know my story. The next one is Jason Gomez, 2007, District 4, shot him 6 times and once in his back. Forever he'll be 33 years old. And the outcome, sorry, I wasn't all ready. This is the outcome. This is Jason. This is what the end looked like for him in 2007. The officer still has a job. The officer still works for District 4. Nothing was ever done to that police officer, just like nothing was ever done to my father. In 2014 was the first time that I walked the pavements for Ryan Ronquillo with his mother, April Ronquillo. That was like so touching. I took my kids with me, not expecting, not knowing what the outcome would be. Walking to District 1 to let them know that Ryan Ronquillo had a name. He was somebody's son, somebody's father as well. 2015, somebody that I called a dear friend and also a sister, Jennifer Lovato, died in Jefferson County Jail crying for help. What I dislike is that they put these people on the news, our family, our loved ones, with their mugshots, calling them criminals like if they deserved it. My heart feels for a lot of people that have lost somebody that went through it and that is going through it. It's never going to end. It's always going to happen, and that's the sad part of reality. I remember the alley rides my brothers would come home from when I was young. I didn't understand them, but they said they'd rather have them than go to jail. That's what my family went through as Hispanics. That's what my brothers were dealing with, and I didn't even know the severity of it. I didn't understand why they were coming home with busted lips, broken noses, and black eyes. Because they decided to have that alley ride and go to jail. That's what the options were given. We are here today for all those that were impacted. And I thank you, and I give love and solidarity to all those that are here that stand behind us and walk these pavements for all these years. And I love all of you that have stood by me, that know me personally, that are always checking up on me. I thank you.
All right. Up next, we have Lynette, the mother of Jesse Cedillo, murdered by the Pueblo Police.
Amberly. Amberly, are you here?
Hi everyone. I don't know if anyone here has seen my brother Jesse Cedillo's case, but my brother died March 14th. He was shot 15 times by Pueblo County Sheriff officer. My brother had his hands in the air with no weapon, and they were trying to plant a weapon on his case. They just cleared his officer about 3 days ago, so there's no charges going to be made. My brother had just turned 22 weeks before he was killed. He had a whole life ahead of him. He had a niece that was born a week after he died, just that next Saturday after he was died, and she was named after him. We were very, very lucky to have a neighbor record everything that happened, because without that recording, they would have made my brother look even worse than they have already made him. So yeah, it's all on film, and they released the body cam as well. They hunted my brother and killed him, for a fact. I know that, and it's disgusting. And we're sick and tired of this. For the last 6 months, almost every single day, we have protests for the inconsistency of our community in Pueblo, Colorado. We have come down here to Denver plenty of times as well, and we're here today to fight for all who have gone through this bullshit. Police brutality, racism within the force. It's disgusting, and we're so sick and tired of it. You mess with the wrong generation. We're here. And whether
have a statement on behalf of Camila Allen, the daughter of James Albert Young Jr. I'm here to speak on behalf of someone who couldn't be here today. She lives in Denver. She lives in Denver, but she couldn't be at this event today, and she really would like to be here, but she is part of our community. Last Friday, we got a call from a woman named Camila Allen. Her father was murdered by the Denver police in 1971. His name was James Albert Young Jr. The Denver Police Department executed him in the street in 1971, and his case got virtually no attention, in great part because of DPD's campaign to smear him and what had happened in his case. Camila was concerned that maybe her story wasn't relevant today, that we wouldn't be interested, but this is exactly why we're here today, because the police have caused generations of pain, and no amount of years or policy change or department turnover has changed this fact. These pigs behave in precisely the same way today. James Albert Young Jr. lived not far from here in Park Hill. He was a lifelong activist. He cared deeply for his community. He was a fighter for his people. When he was 12 years old, he joined the Black Panther Party in Denver. When he was still a young man, the police picked him up on a bogus charge of assaulting an officer, heard that before, and put him in prison. And when he was in prison, they got to know James pretty well, and they got to know how much he disliked police, and that made them really dislike him. And once he was released, James was relentlessly harassed and stalked by the police here. But it didn't stop him from doing his work, even though he knew how dangerous it was. He, in fact, was only louder, and he worked with journalists to get the story out there, which made him more of a target. So James knew the nature of his work and the risk that it posed to his life, and he actually would tell his family that if I die, don't believe what they say about how I died. And the night that the police killed him in 1971, when his mother learned about what had happened to him, she said, they finally killed him. So Camila Allen, James' daughter, was struck when she heard Jacob Blake's story, because it's so similar to her father's story. James, her father, had been trying to break up a fight between several women in Park Hill when the police arrived, and James attempted to get away in his van when the police used the opportunity to open fire on him, and they shot at him 51 times, riddling him and in his van with bullets. The police would claim that the bullet that struck him in the head came through the window, that they shot him outside of the car. But the coroner said that the shot in his head was delivered point blank in the back of his neck. In other words, the Denver Police Department murdered James Albert Young Jr. in the streets because he was an activist and a former Black Panther Party member, because he spoke out against them, because he didn't like cops, and they got away with it. After he died, the police circulated the story that James had stabbed the women who he was trying to assist with scissors. The police didn't produce the scissors for weeks. They also said James had a gun on him. They never produced the gun. James' family knows the names of the officers that killed their loved one. They have pages of research and news reports and grand jury transcripts and photos. They've been fighting for justice for nearly 50 years. And what Camila said, she said, the state of Colorado owes my family. I want truth and reconciliation. I wish DPD would call me and just tell me the truth, at least that. But instead we get nothing. 49 years and no justice. She said, with what I'm doing, I wonder if I'm next. To making a ruckus, I wonder if I'll die the way that my father died. So we want to thank Camila for sharing her father's story. And as we march today, let's remember James Albert Young Jr. too, and all of the martyrs of this movement who gave their lives to the struggle that we are still fighting here today. Young Jr. Say his name. Say his name.
James Albert Jones Jr.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that shared their stories. Those stories are why we're out here today, y'all. Don't forget that. Next up, I want to welcome up Candace Bailey.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Denver! I just got back from DC, and let me tell y'all, wow, we have so much work to do. This is the beginning. This is only the beginning. The energy today is telling you exactly where we are in this fight. We are not only fighting white supremacy, but those who are afraid of change. There are many people who are afraid. They need the courage from each and every one of us to stand like we have never stood before.
That's right.
We are creating a moment in history that is unbelievable. When I was in Washington, D.C., there was a group of actionists from Denver, Colorado, Aurora, from all over Colorado. We were there representing, supporting the rest of us in this fight. We just started. Y'all better get ready. You better get your fucking warrior ready. Get your fucking fight. A white woman today was having a lecture with me on Facebook about so much. There's so much white fragility. I need my white comrades to step forward. My inner white woman is fighting like a motherfucker, but I need you. I need you. Grab your racist mama. Get your racist daddy. Train your children that my skin color does not equate to murdering me. Fuck a hashtag. I don't want to hashtag anybody else.
That's right. That's right.
In D.C., one person talked about Elijah McClain.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
I'm not loud enough, y'all. We're not loud enough. Devon Bailey was never mentioned.
Yeah.
I stood in an ocean of people and screamed their names. We have been forgotten. Colorado, get your ass up.
Okay.
We matter. Our people will not be murdered in vain. Get up and you fight like your life depends on it. And you get these middle-class white OJs out of their fucking seat. Yeah.
All right, next I want to welcome up Mari Newman.
Hey, thanks for having me. I don't know who put me behind Candace Bailey, but that's not really fair, is it? So, my name's Mari Newman. I'm proud to stand here as a lawyer representing many of the families whose names we've heard. And I want to tell you about some of the names because unfortunately, as long as that list went, it did not even come close to listing all of the names of people killed by law enforcement here in Colorado. And that is an unbelievable tragedy and a horror. We did not hear about Doremus Lemuel killed in Colorado Springs. We did not hear about Jeff Melvin. We did not hear about Jamal Bonner killed just up the street.
Yep.
I want to make sure none of those names are forgotten, and I'm sure there are so many more that I can't even think of them as I'm standing here. But as I think of the number of families I've represented, who are among us who have not gotten justice. It is so many names, and something must change now. I want y'all to especially think about Michael Marshall today. As we're walking down Colfax on our way to Denver, we are going to be traveling the path that Michael Marshall traveled. He was arrested at the hotel on Niagara. So when we get to Niagara, I want to hear you all chanting his name. Say his name. Michael Marshall! Say his name. Michael Marshall! And I want you to have in your hearts his sister Brenda, his brother Rodney, his nieces Natalia and Keisha. As you're walking by, his whole extended family, please keep them in your hearts. Others you should keep in your hearts. I'm happy to see my clients, the family of Devon Bailey here. His grandma is here, Sharon. I saw her standing right there. Please give her as you are walking by her, as you see her today, along with my co-counsel, Dan Kay, who I can't see, but I know he's here. And I also want you to really have in your hearts Elijah McClain. I also represent the family of Elijah McClain, and you know, the McClain family is they're exhausted. And a lot of these families are exhausted. We ask a lot having them come up and stand in front of crowds of people. They're not born public speakers. These are families who are in pain, who are healing, who are doing their best to move forward with some modicum of justice. And so please send all your love to them. Janine and I spent this weekend at an event honoring Emmett Till, who was killed just 65 years ago today, and so little has changed. 64 years and 4 days after Emmett Till was lynched, Elijah McClain was killed. Another innocent young black man. And it's not just the police, it is white vigilantes. And we see it here in Colorado, we see it in Kenosha, we see it across the country, and this is dangerous. It puts us all in danger, but it especially puts our black and brown comrades in danger. And those of us who look like me, it is incumbent upon us to stand up, put ourselves in harm's way, and protect our comrades. And with that, I'm going to hand over the mic. Thank you.
All right, and finally, we have Terrence with the Frontline Party of Revolutionary Action.
Like my comrade Candace Belly said, Colorado, get your asses up! Come on, Colorado! Give yourself a round of applause, y'all! But this is the revolution! I want to apologize to the community. I got upset earlier, because when I hear all lives matter, I get triggered a little bit, okay? When I hear somebody say that they're a proud boy, I'm like, proud of what? Huh? What are you proud of? Coming to this country and raping and murdering? Huh? You proud of that? When was America ever great? Never! You tell me when, proud boy? Never! Why you hiding behind the police? Y'all some cowards! And all right is cowards! When was America ever great? Never! 401 years ago, when they brought slaves here as indentured servants? Huh? During the Reconstruction era? When they raped our grandmothers? When they lynched our grandfathers? For knowing how to sew? For knowing how to cook? For knowing how to fix the roof? Because white men and women wouldn't do it? So y'all lynched us? You proud of that? What is there to be proud of? Come on, I'm Donald Trump. What are you doing, Trump? For everybody, even poor white people. Not a fucking thing. What are you doing for the people? Huh? What are you proud about? Homelessness? Huh? Decay? Development run rampant? You proud of that, proud boys? All lives have never mattered. They don't even matter today. All lives matter doesn't even exist. Until Black Lives Matter. until women's lives matter. We're at over 6,000 women in Mexico murdered off of the U.S. border, which y'all want to stop people from fucking cocaine. The same cocaine you motherfucking cops snort.
That's right.
What about the women?
Oh, yeah.
What about the babies in cages?
That's right.
You proud of that? You proud of babies in cages?
Right.
Do all lives matter now?
No.
No, they don't. You proud of rampant violence in the streets? You blame it on liberal cities? I'm blaming on rich, 1% conservative, bigot, sorry-ass demons. That's who I'm blaming. It has nothing to do with liberal cities. What the fuck's a liberal city? Doesn't even make sense.
Come on, Derek.
Y'all making it up.
Come on.
Proud of what?
Come on. Come on.
You proud of poverty?
Come on.
You proud of murder and anger?
Tabernacle.
Cause we ain't playing the game. ACAB, where you at? Black Lives Matter, where you at? Mama Walls, where you at? PSL, where you at? Repeat after me. Y'all know the chant.
Yeah.
What side are you on? What side are you on?
Side are you on? What side are you on?
What side are you on? What side are you on?
What side are you on? What side are you on?
Justice for Elijah is justice for all.
Justice for Elijah is justice for all.
What side are you on? What side are you on?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Justice for divine is justice for all.
Justice for divine is justice for all.
What side are you on? What side are you on?
What side are you on? Which side are you on?
Justice for women is justice for all.
Justice for women is justice for all.
What side are you on? What side are you on?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Justice for trans is justice for all.
Justice for trans is justice for all.
What side are you on? What side are you on?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Justice for Elijah is justice for all.
Justice for Elijah is justice for all.
There's nothing to be proud about.
That's right.
Until we get this country to be anti-racist, but the non-racist. We need anti-racist. There's nothing to be proud about till we get housing for our unhoused neighbors. There is nothing to say this country has been great about till we get equal rights for women. Until we acknowledge that there is a problem with systemic racism, sexism. Proud of what? That's my question, America. Proud boys, you proud of what?
Nothing.
Black people make up 1 out of every 10 people. We make up 13%. For every 1 black man, there's 6 white men. You proud of that? Huh?
No.
You want to fight us? You want to fight us? We make up 1 out of every 10. But it's a war. It's not a war. It's a genocide happening to us. This is a genocide. Like Candy said, fuck your hashtag. I don't give a fuck about your Black Lives Matter shirt or your sign unless you're out here on the front fucking line. Fuck your shirt.
Come on, Karen.
I don't give a fuck about your mask.
Come on, Karen.
Get your ass out of here. I am triggered. I'm triggered because they pulled the trigger.
Okay.
We're going to march peacefully. We're going to command the space.
Okay.
We're taking over Colfax. You see the hat on a Colfax baby.
We take over everything.
This is our street.
This is our street.
Whole street.
Our street.
Whole street.
Our street.
Whole street.
Our street.
Out of your house and into the street.
Out of your house and into the street.
Out of your homes and into the street.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the street.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
It's a revolution. Give yourself a round of applause. Get them up. One last time so we get them up. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here.
All right, give it up one more time for our speakers, y'all.
Elijah McClain.
Elijah McClain.
Elijah McClain.
I hear y'all. Elijah McClain.
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 Say his name.
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 Elijah McClain.
I want y'all to scream your motherfucking heads off today. You hear me?
Yeah!
We have power. Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
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 Police say get back, we say fight back. Get back.
Fight back.
Get back.
Fight back.
Get back.
Fight back.
Get back.
Fight back.
Get back.
Fight back.
Get back.
Fight back.
Justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Man, fuck the racist police. No justice.
No peace.
Man,
Fuck the racist police.
okay. No justice.
No peace.
Man,
Fuck the racist police.
okay. No justice.
No peace.
What?
Fuck the racist police.
I said no justice.
No peace.
What?
Fuck the racist police.
Okay. No justice.
No peace.
What?
Fuck the racist police.
I said no justice.
No peace.
What?
Fuck the racist police.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
Said the cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
The cops and the Klan go hand in hand.
Jail all killer cops.
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 When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
I know. You gonna have
This is
to.
what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Our streets. 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 Elijah McClain. Elijah Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain!
These racist cops have got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Ho, ho!
Ho, ho!
These racist cops have got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Do you see him standing over there? I wonder where Mike went. He's probably running up front. He said he was going to walk. These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
These racist cops have got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
No justice!
No peace! I like that one. No justice! No justice! No peace! Fuck the racist police! No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police! Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace! Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace! Fuck the racist police! No justice! No peace! Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police!
No justice! No peace!
Fuck the racist police! Fuck the racist police!
Someone else took a picture of me.
No justice, no peace.
Get this one. no peace. And they don't get no peace. And they don't get no peace. Oh, I know this one. No shit, no be no shit. Oh, what a war. So no shit, there'll be no shit. Oh, what a war. With the BLM. Start no shit, there'll be no shit. You don't want a war with the BLM. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. Fuck the pigs! 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 Ho ho! Jesus cops have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Jesus cops have got to go! Hey hey! We're not together.
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter here.
Ho ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! These racist cops have got to go! These racist cops have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! These racist cops have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Elijah McClain! I was watching the DNC, and like Candace was saying, I was so frustrated that they didn't say Elijah McClain's name. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Elijah McClain. Elijah McClain. Elijah McClain. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Come on. Shut it down! Where'd you go? Shut it down! Shut it down! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Shut it down! 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 Chuck is smoking? Oh, no, you don't think this smoking. Out the way! Move, pigs! Get out the way! Get out the way!
Get out the way! Get out the way!
Get out the way! Move, pigs! Get out the way! Get out the way, pigs! Get out the way! Sorry. Hey, Dave!
Hey,
How are you doing? I'm sorry.
See ya!
It's good to see you too! I was like, oh, he's on a bike. Yeah, it must be Dave.
Yeah.
So did you go? Did you go ride this morning?
Yeah, I got the solidarity ride.
Oh, good.
Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Good to see you here.
What's that?
Good to see you
Yeah,
here.
did you have a busy weekend?
I did. Like always, I was down at La Rosa Park yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I was up at Estes Park, so
Yeah.
we were back last night.
Yeah, it was really good. It was nice. It was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one, do you? No. What did she say? So, yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police! 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 Fuck Donald Trump! I say that easy. Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck Dave Young! Fuck Dave Young! Fuck Dave Young! Fuck Hancock! Fuck Hancock! Fuck Hancock! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs! 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 Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more brothers in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gone to catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gone to catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
Elijah McClain, say his name. Say his name.
Elijah McClain!
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 If we don't get no justice,
Then they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
Then they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
Then they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
And they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
And they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
And they don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
And they don't get no peace! And they don't get no peace! And they don't get no peace!
we don't get no justice,
And they don't get no peace!
we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace!
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Brown lives are under attack. What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Native
attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When these lies are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans lies are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Brown lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do? What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Queer lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Trans lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Brown lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
Fuck the power, fuck the police. Revolution!
Revolution!
Fuck the power, fuck the police.
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 Revolution! 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 Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
One, two, three. Who's the other guy? The Aurora Police in the president. The police in the president. Mark Sears? Mark Sears.
Okay.
On the count of three, say fuck Mark Sears. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears!
Take that back. I'm gonna do that again. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mark Sears! Fuck the police!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police!
On the count of three, say fuck you. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yo, also, I hate Mike Pompeo too.
Oh!
On the count of three, say fuck Mike Pompeo. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Mike Pompeo!
On the count of three, say fuck the police. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police!
On the count of three, say
Fuck Dave Young. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Dave Young.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Dave Young.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck Dave Young.
The count of 3, say fuck the police. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck the police.
So. I'm not going to do an experiment. You know, experiment.
Yeah. Okay. Don't know shit, there be no shit. Don't start no shit, there be no shit. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. You don't wanna work. Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. 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 Don't start shit, there'll be no shit. Don't start no 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 shit, there'll be no shit. Up with people. Down with police. Up with people. Down with police. Up with people. Down with police. Up Revolution! 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 Brick by brick, wall by wall, the racist system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, racist system has to fall. Racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, racist system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. Racist system has to fall. Has to fall. Racist system has to fall. Won't stop, jail those killer cops. Can't stop, won't stop, jail those killer cops. 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 Okay. And just lighting up the shields up front. Make sure that the shields are in front. We'll be back and we'll be stronger. 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 Oh, there's Mike. We'll be back and we'll be stronger. Oh, this is hard. Ain't no power like the power of the people, but the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ouch. The wind keeps grabbing my side. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. No good cops in a racist system. 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 Cops. Oh ho! These racist cops have got to go. Hey hey! Oh ho! These racist cops have got to go. These racist cops have got to go. Oh ho! These racist cops have got to go. Oh ho! These racist cops have got to go. Out of your homes and into the streets! Out of your homes and into the streets! Our 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 streets! Black lives, they matter here. 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 Black lives, they matter here.
Real quick, I want to make an announcement. This motel right here was where Michael Marshall was arrested by DPD. He was later found later killed in jail. So I say his name, just say Michael Marshall. Say his name.
Michael Marshall!
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 Say his name.
Michael Marshall! 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 Oh, sorry. The wind keeps grabbing my good cops in a racist system. No 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 more pigs in our community. Fuck the pigs. No more pigs in our community. Fuck the pigs. No more pigs in our community. Fuck the pigs! 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 Fuck the pigs!
Remember we met you at
Fuck the pigs!
we saw having your hair, we saw Amp the voice, and we're like,
Fuck the pigs!
right, Amp the voice up.
Fuck the pigs!
Yeah, you do a good job.
Fuck the pigs! Fuck the race police! No justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! No justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! No justice, no peace! Fuck the racist police! No justice, no peace! Fuck the race 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 police! No peace! Fuck the race police! Fuck the race police! Justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! No peace! Fuck the race police! Justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! Justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! No peace! Fuck the race police! Justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! Justice, no peace! Fuck the race police! Fuck the race police!
Oh, you want to
No peace! Fuck the race police!
Yes, yes, sorry, I'm going to sign.
Fuck the race police! No peace! Fuck the race police!
What do you say?
How's it going?
So the wind keeps growing my sign and hit me in the face with it. Ashley doesn't usually come out. Hey, Texas. Come on, Ashley.
Breonna Taylor! 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 no peace. And they don't get 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 no peace. Shut it down. 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 And they don't get no peace. 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 This is stolen land. 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 More dogs. Up with people. Down with police. Up with He's just chanting. He's just joining in. There's a great Dane that comes to a lot of the things, and he knows to dance. I need to take a breath. No, I just can't. I need to take a better breath. I don't think, is that what yours? Yeah. Okay. Shut it down! 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 All these racist acts, we don't need them, Back up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist acts, we don't need them, Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Racist acts, freedom, freedom. Back up! All these racist acts, we don't need them, We want freedom, freedom. All these racist acts, we don't need them, Jail all killer cops! 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 No good cops in a racist system! 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 Old Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, this racist system has to go! Old Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, this racist system has to go! Old Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, this racist system has to go! Old Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, this racist system has to go! Old Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, this racist system has to go! When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! Can't stop, won't stop, jail those killer cops! 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 Jail those killer cops! Jail those killer cops! For this one, I want y'all to have a little bit of fun with it. I know we just want to Donald Trump! Fuck 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 DVD! Fuck DVD! Fuck DVD! Fuck DVD! PD. Fuck APD. Fuck Donald Trump. 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 Fuck DDP. Fuck APD. Fuck DPD. Fuck APD. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Up with the people. Down, down, down with piggies. Up with people. Down, down, down with piggies. Up with the people. Down, down, down with the system. Up with the people. Down, down, down with the system. We got the power. People power. 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 People power. People power. Power to the people. All power to the people. All power to the people.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor. We're fired up, can't take it no more. Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't house the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't house the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't house the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
Fired up, can't take it no more.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
So what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When brown lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
So what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
So what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Brown lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
So what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
3.
Lockdown chop.
1, 2, 3.
Lockdown chop.
1, 2, 3.
Lockdown chop.
This is for anybody that's mean mugging in the audience over there, I see. Say his name.
Elijah McClain!
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 Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the police.
Down with the police!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the police.
Down with the police!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the police.
Down with the police!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the police.
Down with the police!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the fascists.
Down with the fascists!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the fascists. Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the fascists.
Down with the fascists!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the system.
Down with the system!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the system.
Down with the system!
Up with the people.
Up with people!
Down with the system.
Down with the system!
Up with the people.
Up with the people!
Down with the system.
Down with the system!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives they matter here!
Can't stop, won't stop. 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 Can't stop, won't stop.
Jail those killer cops!
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 Yo, make some noise for yourselves. I got some legs. That's what I like to see. So, my comrade suggested that I do some chain experimentation with y'all. Slow down.
Yeah, slow down!
Slow down in front. Yo, we gotta chant that or else we can't hear it. Slow it down and tighten up.
Slow it down and tighten up! 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 Slow it down and tighten up. Slow it down and tighten up. Slow it down and tighten up.
Thank you. So when I say, give me a B, I want y'all to say, B, I got your B, I got your B.
Okay.
If you mess up, we're going to do it over again. Give me a B.
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
B, doesn't matter. Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
Yeah, B, I got.
Give me an L.
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L.
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L.
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
It's hard.
Give me an L.
I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Give me a B.
B, I got your B, B, I got your B.
Give me an L.
I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M.
I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
All right. That was a rehearsal. Okay, go home. Rehearse in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
That was hard.
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more brothers in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more brothers in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more brothers in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more sisters in jail.
Fuck the pigs!
Pigs are gonna catch hell.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
No more pigs in our community.
Fuck the pigs!
Make some noise if you hate these pigs. There are scientific, empirical reasons why we chant. We chant because we want to speak our reality into existence. That's one of the reasons we chant. So when I say up with the people, y'all know that one. Up, 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 people.
right on the brakes. Up with people. Down, 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 police. Up with people. Down, 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 police. No peace. Oh, here we go. Talk, John. Talk, John. Talk, John. Talk, John. Talk, John. Talk, John. Our streets. 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 This is what community looks like. 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 People power! People power! We got the power! People power! People power! People power! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! And we don't get no peace. They don't get no peace. They don't get no peace. They don't get no peace. Take your seat. They don't get no peace. Justice. We want 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 justice. We'll be back and we'll be stronger. 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 Shut it down. 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 No peace. Watch out for the poles. Ran into the post. Good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. Cops and the Klan go hand in hand. Cops and the Klan go hand in hand. The system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, this racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, wall by wall, racist system has to fall. Wall by wall, brick by brick, wall by wall. that and got tripped over my own feet. It's like a game. You're not gonna give us a break, huh? He wants to go. Okay. I love church. These houses are so cute, I think. I think they're really cool. Yeah. Homes and into the streets! Out of your 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 homes and into the streets! Elijah McClain! 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 Oh, here, can you come? I gotta get this set up, guys. Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! I cannot see. I can't see. Okay. Not really, but shoot. I cannot see. Elijah McClain! It's Clay! That was pretty cool. All right, honey. Better? I think I can see now. shudders here. Enough is enough! Jail all killer cops! Jail all killer cops! It feels nice in the park, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Our park! 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 Yay! And it feels so nice here, doesn't it? When's the last time you've been to the zoo?
Oh my God.
It's been a long time. There's a park.
Oh yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Elijah McClain! Elijah McClain! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! That would be something to put in a Happy Meal, right?
A very sad meal.
I think we made it here. I want to walk over here by Mike and Candace. Oh, sorry, City. I fell right into you.
All cops are bastards!
Ain't no power like power of people.
Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop.
Ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop.
I didn't make it.
You okay? Do you need some waters?
I got water. I'm just looking for Mike. I'm looking for somebody.
Okay.
I need to stop and drink some water.
Yeah.
How are you doing? That was awesome.
I didn't.
You
I
didn't?
just met.
You drove?
Yeah, I met y'all here. So.
I took the easy way out.
Yeah,
I'll drink some water then. Okay.
There's a lady over here.
Oh, I have water, honey. Oh. Where'd you go, Ashley? Oh. Wonder where she went. Hey, we made it. There you are. I need some water. Hi. I just saying we made it.
Yay! Yay, we made it. How many miles is that?
It's like 4.5, 5 miles.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Personally, as a bartender, I love the smell of weed that I'm smelling in some of the spots. And I'm just like, hey, that's what's up.
Smells like Denver.
Hey.
Smells like Denver. I'm 60 years old.
Really? My folks are boomers. 64 and 66.
Yeah. So.
As in, like, they were born in 56 and 54, I
think? I was born in 61.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yep.
Yeah, no, my dad said he protested for Vietnam, like against Vietnam back in the day. And I'm just like, I never pegged you. And he almost went out to one of the protests in New York.
Oh, did he?
He's just at high risk because of he had a heart attack and he has a stent.
Yeah.
So
but I'll tell you what, I'd rather be out with a bunch of protesters.
Oh, yeah.
Than sitting in a restaurant.
Fair enough, right?
Yep. You coming, Ashley?
Had to get it, man. I love your Facebook. You're welcome.
Come on. Yep.
I'm so proud to be in your presence right now. We have been fighting for a whole year, some of us longer, to get cops arrested. Nothing happened yet.
Doesn't happen yet.
So we ask ourselves the question, what do we do? What we're doing isn't enough. Do we quit?
No.
We do more, right?
Right.
So figure out what it is that you can do to do more. Y'all, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. And I don't do anything without respecting some of our living ones too. So I have to give a shout out to Sergeant Support. And read what she's talking about. When you read her ideology, you know she's with the shit. And they got stuff done. We have to feed our children right now. We have to do breakfast like we did back in the day. We have to make sure we're teaching self-defense classes. There's one in Utah Park every Sunday at 9 a.m. That's absolutely free. Y'all, we have to defend ourselves because nobody's coming. These cops ain't coming to rescue us. We're not coming to save the day. So we have to learn how to protect ourselves. So whatever you need to do that, do that. I'm going to close with a Shawnee's chant because I'm really feeling it right now. I'm seeing the trucks of people driving in, people still marching in.
Yeah.
I want to say, it is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Y'all, this moment, we're going to keep having moments like this. We're going to keep having moments like this until the officers who killed Elijah McClain are arrested.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Time's up, APD. Time's up, APD.
We want justice and we want it right now.
Now.
Time's up, DPD.
Time's up, DPD. APPD.
We need all of the folks that were throwing flashbangs at us, busting our teeth out. I lost a tooth behind this shit. Listen, some people have lost their lives and it physically impacts all of us who are out here fighting in the streets. We go home, we get threatened. You guys who are out here who have the privilege, who aren't being threatened, whose lives aren't in danger, you need to stand up and protect your colleagues, your comrades who are standing right behind you. I'm tired of being followed by Blue Lives Matter flaggers. When you guys see that shit happening in the streets, put your proper between me and them.
Okay.
We need to do so much more. It's not out here about just being out here figuratively and taking pictures and selfies and Snapchat. Y'all need to stand up and do the right thing all the time.
That's right.
But y'all, the time is now. APD, time's up.
APD, time's up.
Officer Hargrove, the SRO at Hinkley High School, your time is up. I'm coming for you directly. And the next coming too. You cannot slam our kids to the ground. The only thing saving us from having to hear stories about Officer Hargrove is that there's online learning right now. Bullshit. So, y'all, I love y'all.
Love you.
Real quick, so in the past week, in the past 2 weeks, the police of both Aurora and Denver have been trying to communicate to local businesses and people on Colfax that this mob was coming to fuck their shit up and this and that, and they should be totally afraid of these people. But when I was walking down the street, the people didn't seem to be afraid of us at all. As a matter of fact, I saw support, because these are the people that are probably dealt with the same kind of violence that the families of the victims have been dealing with here.
Yep.
Again, I want to reiterate, what we want is a symbiosis, a combining of the people that want revolution within our lifetime with the community, with the workers, with the students, with the oppressed peoples of this land. That's what we need. That is a strategic necessity. There's no way around it. No way around it. Let me tell you something. Violence is never initiated by the oppressed. Ever. Never. Any violence that happens from our end is nothing comparable to the violence that the people in power do to us every single day to maintain this system. Poverty is violence. Houselessness is violence. Being denied medical care is violence. When the pandemic runs rampant through this country, killing 170,000 people because of negligence, and giving your banker and executive branch bonuses while the rest of us go hungry is violence. So, real quick, I have notes. I just want to talk real quick about why we march. So first of all, as PSL, when we organize actions, we do it with the idea in mind that it may be someone in community's first action. Every action, every statement, every activity has to elevate the consciousness of people who are not seasoned activists, but regular people who have a desire for change. Every march, we learn about ourselves. Every mile we march consolidates our unity. Every march is symbolic of the long march we have ahead to liberate this land from the racist capitalist oppressor. So, when we talk about raising consciousness, like what does that entail? So I quote George Jackson a lot, and I'm gonna give y'all some homework after this, so stay put. Consciousness is the opposite of indifference, of blindness, blankness. Promoting consciousness involves the general dissemination of the concept that each of us is part of a universal action and interaction. The poles are somewhere connected. There are material causes for trauma, for vertigo, for degenerative disease, connections, cause and effect, clarity on their relation and interrelations. Consciousness is the connection with the past, It is recognizing continuity and flow, and the awareness that nothing remains the same for long. That goes for systems. That goes for police. That goes for these mayors and these politicians. This is on its way out. And it's our job to push it out as quickly as efficiently as we possibly can. I want us here, everybody who's here, to move in the future like we are not just in a permanent state of resisting just for the sake of resisting with no clear goals. I want us to move collectively as if we are the arbiters of history, because we are. Every single countermeasure that the enemy constructs to prevent us from coming into this revolutionary consciousness, whether it's $1 billion propaganda apparatus on TV, and CNN and MSNBC and Fox and all that bullshit, whether it's the $1 billion that they give the police forces all around the country, they do that because of us, because they recognize the potential of our power. It is all because of us. And so, if they're going to be threatened by us, we might as well become the threats that they are so afraid of. So real quick, when I say power to the people, power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Make some noise for yourself. Oh, real quick. I also want to say, make some noise for all the medics. Make some noise for everybody who coordinated with us on security. Make some noise for the drivers in the front and the back. Make some noise for the people in the shields. This is what I like to see. Our parliament is harming. So real quick. So these are closing remarks, and I want to give y'all some homework and orientation because it seems like after our actions there's some confusion. So I'm going to make some things very, very clear right now. First of all, I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Everybody on your phones, with your notebooks, I want you to write down a book. Shit. Hold on. Okay, so there's this book that I want y'all to look up. It's called Blood in My Eye. It is by an author named George Jackson. There's a PDF available. You can also buy it from Amazon, but I don't know why you'd want to do that. Fuck Amazon. That's your homework. Read that book. That's the first point for my closing remarks. The second thing for the closing remarks is, this is PSL, our portion of this march is done. We are finished, we are wrapping up, okay? With that being said, if you choose to go home, the 15 bus is going back to where we started from. Also, there are cars here that are willing to shuttle people back there, but we ask for people that, like have problems walking another 4.5 miles and such, and swollen feet, whatever, to give them priority, okay? Are we clear so far?
Yep.
Okay. The third thing is, there are people that are going to be continuing to march after this. Bless them. If you are going to march after this, stay in teams, stay safe, make sure that y'all get home together safe. And yeah, that's it, y'all. Make some noise for yourselves.
All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. You want to walk over there? Just in the grass and be away from everybody for a second? Okay. Okay, here. finish up this video and say, I did. I was live streaming the whole time. Did you see that? That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's weird. I must have some kind of filter on it or something. Oh, look! I've never seen that before. Anyway, anyway, guys, we made it here. We're here, and I love you all. And I'll talk to you again soon. That's so weird.